Good news, we're getting a tax cut here in Canada. Now, is it life-changing? No, let's not get carried away. But you'll get an extra couple $100 in your pocket. And it's nice to see a Prime Minister actually follow through on his promise right out the gate. Hey guys, it's Adrian here, the Canadian in a t-shirt. And today, I'll keep it short and sweet and break down what you need to know. As of Canada Day, July 1st, this tax cut is already in effect. So keep an eye out on your next paycheck. You should have less taxes taken off, and that means a boost to your take-home pay. If you don't know how to read a pay stub, watch this video here where I break down all those numbers. And if your payroll hasn't reduced your taxes yet, don't worry. At the end of the year, it will all be resolved. When you file your tax return, you'll get that money back as a refund. Here's the good news. This is a federal tax cut, so we all benefit from it no matter where you live. And unlike what's happening in the US, this isn't just a tax cut for the rich. Everybody benefits, whether you're on minimum wage or a millionaire. In fact, lower income Canadians will benefit the most as a percentage. That's the way it should be. Here's how it works. For the lowest tax bracket, the tax rate is being reduced from 15% down to 14%. So that means everybody in Canada will get a 1% reduction on their first $57,000 in income. That's the first tax bracket. Great news for everyone, especially lower incomes. If you make below $57K a year, you'll save an extra 6.7% off your taxes. If you make above $57K, you'll save a fixed amount, $574 every year. That's the max savings you can get, regardless of your income. I'll go through the math with two examples, but first, this is important. The tax rate is dropping by 1%, but we're already halfway through the year. So for the year 2025, think of it as a 0.5% reduction. In all of our calculations, for the year 2025, divide the number in half. For 2026 and beyond, it's a full reduction of 1%, with the new tax rate of 14% going forward. Let's jump into our first example. Let's say you have a salary of $50,000. Your entire income, $50,000, fits into the first tax bracket. So the math is easy. You're gonna save 1% or $500 in taxes every year. Let's see. Before, your tax rate was 15%. Now it's reduced to 14%. So on 50K, your tax bill would have been $7,500. Now it's $7,000. That means you're saving $500 in taxes every year. That's 6.7% in savings. Not bad at all. Assuming you get paid every 2 weeks, that means you'll get an extra $20 per paycheck. Remember, this is for 2026 and beyond. For 2025, we only have half a year of savings. So we will still save $20 per paycheck, but that only gets us a total of $250 for the year. In reality, you'll pay even less in federal taxes because of the basic personal tax amount. Basically, you don't pay taxes on the first $16,000 of income. I didn't include that here to keep the math nice and simple. Watch my tax explained videos to learn all the details. Also, these are only the federal taxes. That's what this tax cut is for. It's Canada-wide. You also have to add in provincial taxes. Example 2. Let's look at a salary of $90,000. This will completely fill up the first bracket and a bit of the second. Now, you won't save 1% on the full amount, just the first tax bracket, $57,375. Before, we paid 15% on this, so $8,606. Now, we only pay 14%. That's $8,032. Next, we move on to the second tax bracket with our remaining income, $32,625. In the second bracket, there's no change. The tax cut only affects the lowest bracket. That way, it helps everyone. The second bracket is unchanged, with a rate of 20.5%. So, all of our tax savings come from the first bracket. That's a difference of $574. That's the maximum tax savings you can get from this tax cut. Whether you earn $60,000 or $60 million, you'll get the same tax cut of $574 a year. That's an extra $22 every paycheck. Not exactly life-changing, but it's extra money in your pocket. And remember, for 2025, it's only half a year, so a total of $287 in savings. If you're saving about $500 a year, put it to good use. Pay down your credit card bill and invest what you can. Regardless of your politics, whether you're left or right, I don't care. But when the government does something good and actually follows through on their promise, let's encourage it. And when they break their promise, hold them accountable. Check out the rest of my Canadian tax videos, link down below. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of The Canadian in a T-Shirt. Bye guys!